Hello.
I'm ill.
Oh, get your snotty snout out the mic.
I think I've just got a cold, but I feel like I'm fine.
Stay away from me.
But I'm never ill. But I know I was the other time we spoke.
You're always ill, hun.
But I'm not always ill. I'm not an always ill person.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
I think it's just chat, isn't it? Just have a catch up. Some
up.
DMs. First thing I need to ask you is your bracelet still on?
Yes. And loads of people have been actually messaging about that in the DMs. My bracelet is still on. I've been swimming. I've been in the sea. I've been frolicking around.
Frolicking or frolicking?
Frolicking around. Yes, still on. And so is my friend.
Okay, all right. I take back any prior judgment I had.
And it's like really cute because like sometimes I forget I'm wearing it. And
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Okay, that was the one thing I wanted to check first. Sorry, should we go on to the episode? Let's do the intro and then chat.
Yeah, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome
The Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
so you know it's going to be juicy.
You'll never guess who sponsored the podcast again.
It's got to be our favourites, Crafty Lab.
If you're an avid listener, you'll know that they are the home of the viral wedding newspapers that I had at my wedding.
But we wanted to tell you even more about them, so let's do some quick fire tips.
Yes, okay, go.
You can fully personalise your newspapers. It's not a template. Each newspaper is completely different and you can write whatever you want, so it's all about you.
You can use them anywhere from ceremony chairs to wedding breakfast tables, roll them up with string, choose a booklet option or leave them flat. They all look bougie.
They can be fun and functional, crosswords, order a service and taxi numbers.
And all those tips I give on TikTok. Think Irish goodbyes, meet the wedding party, your love story, anything and everything.
Printed in classic black and white or colour, there's loads of options to make sure they fit your wedding aesthetic.
It's easy. They basically do it all for you. And I am 100% certain that your guests are going to love it. So make sure you get your order in now.
Don't forget to use the code UNFILTERED for 10% discount too. So, what have you been up to? What's been going on in Georgie's world? So I feel like there is a Georgie's world.
Is there?
And I feel like a lot of people want to be in it.
It's not as fun as...
I'm going to read into the future and let me put a guess in that I reckon you've been at least to one premiere in.
Can I just say, if Premier Inn would ever like to sponsor these episodes, I'm fully up for it.
Oh
they
my God.
have got so much better.
But have you not seen all the bedbug saga? I mean, not from Premier
Not for
Inn.
a Premier Inn, her, not there.
Isn't it mad that this is all
but
going...
I'm confused.
They've even said it's on the underground.
But there's no beds in the underground.
The seats.
Where's it come from? What does it do?
Wild out there. It's wild out there.
Lock yourselves at home.
Lock
guys.
yourselves at home.
What do bed bugs? Yeah, do you know what? Now you say that, I did watch a thing the other day that said about how to get rid of them, and they were to know you've got them. There's like blood in your bed, and I was like, ooh.
And they go in like lines. Like the bites will be in like direct lines apparently.
Why?
Don't know. Anyway, this is disgusting. Should we move on?
Sorry, yeah.
Irrelevant. So actually, what is going on in the world is half the UK is bloody flooded, and
Yes.
I wanted to talk about that because obviously we've had weddings this weekend. I know some of the weddings we did, guests couldn't get to.
My wedding that I did on Saturday, there was about 20 people that weren't there.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite flooded.
We had a lot of people, and that's something you don't really prepare for.
You can't. How on earth can you prepare for that?
Like contingency, but especially when you've got like the barns that are in a bit more rural locations. There's no like flood barriers. You're at the end of a bank or whatever. So I think if it happens to you,
I think if guests don't come, let's be realistic, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's really not the end of the world.
we just roll with it.
We can take place settings away, we'll remove tables. Like, you have to just kind of be like, okay, we've talked about this, as in your attitude defines the day, and therefore you have got to just be like, cool, no issues, as long as you guys can get there and you're catered, like anybody that makes the wedding still happen, you're good. So if a guest doesn't come, it's not the end of the world.
But what if a supplier can't get there because it's flooded? Like, how do we navigate that situation? What if you couldn't get there because it was flooded? You'd be in a bloody kayak.
I'd be there, mate. I did my kayaking, thanks, in Norway.
Your dad does that, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, I'd get Sarah. I'll shout out Sarah Life Rescue. God, what's it called? Sarah Lifeboat.
You're a great daughter.
He volunteers for them, and they're a wonderful charity. So keep an eye out. But yeah, I'd call him and be like, Dad, I need to get to this wedding. But I'm the type of person that actually think I can do anything. So I think I actually, and my dad is very similar. If I said I have to get to this wedding, he would get me to that wedding.
Yeah. But what happens if a supplier can't turn up?
Well, things like catering, because like I as an individual person can probably get somewhere, but if you're trying to bring a van with food and catering equipment and stuff like that,
it depends, because I think if guests can get to the venue, they can get to the venue, but it depends what their start point is. Like, with all due respect, if they're in the middle of somewhere where like the floods are so bad at the moment that people have had to evacuate, I'd be over like pull some favors, or I'd be like, let's get a Domino's.
Yeah, but what if Domino's can't? Yeah, that's the thing.
If people can get
where
to the
suppliers
venue,
are, yeah.
Like if no one can get to the venue, then get wedding insurance, because it actually does cover adverse weather conditions.
Yeah, you need to check your insurance with... Insurance is a bitch though, isn't it? Like, people ask us for recommendations on insurance all the time. We're going to try and learn a little bit more about it, because we don't want to give advice until we know more information. But since COVID, they do not cover you for the same sort of stuff.
Yeah,
anymore.
Like John Lewis used to be the best one, but they don't do it anymore because of COVID.
Probably nearly went bust from that.
But I feel like you have to read like, it's not for us to advise, read the terms.
Yeah.
Like, read the terms.
I was really worried about snow on my wedding, because the lanes...
Icy.
Yeah, and again, I was then like, how's my dad gonna fix this? I would literally get him to salt it, to grit the thing, because there's one lane that goes to Rise Farm.
I love how you're like, how's my dad gonna fix this?
My dad would, but he would fix anything.
He's your superhero.
He's cute. He'd listen sometimes. Dad, just skip to this episode. Ignore all the other ones in between. I've told him to come to the tour.
Yeah. Why?
He was like, it's a girls' thing. I was like, it's actually not a girls' thing. And that's very sexist of you. I was like, I've got a VIP table for you. Don't worry.
You're on the VIP table.
You're VIP. So I was actually really worried about snow, mainly because how are suppliers getting to it? How are guests getting there? But like we said, I genuinely think you can do a wedding with nothing. Like, if you really couldn't even get catering, you could still do the ceremony. There's nothing that would stop doing the actual wedding.
Yeah.
And then people just go as they go. Doesn't have to be all day, does it?
What if the bride can't get there, or the groom?
Then you're a little bit fucked.
That's the title of this episode.
Yeah.
Then you're a little bit fucked.
Then you're a little bit fucked.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what have you been doing?
What have I been doing? I've had quite a few weddings all over the country as well.
Yeah, you've been travelling.
I drive a lot. I didn't realise how much I drive, but it's great because I've got this podcast to listen to on the way.
Is that actually what you do?
Yeah, because I have to write the description.
No, fair.
I've had some great premiere-ins. I went to watch Blink 182.
Yeah,
182, actually.
Yeah, all
Me
right.
and Brian had an argument about how you say it. He was right. They were really good. Oh my God.
What?
I went to a hypnosis.
What for? Is it because of all the troll comments?
Yeah, a little bit actually. No, it's not. I want to talk about this sensitively because I'm not advising it to people, but it might have changed my life.
I need to sneeze. Sorry.
Okay, so
You're making me ill.
I've been here for 5 minutes. Like,
No,
this
you've been
is
here
not
an
for
hour.
me. Okay, but you haven't got that ill from me that quick. It's all right. We sound sexy.
I
Do I
don't
sound
think
sexy? I was
Right,
really
tell
worried.
me about
Sorry,
this
no, I
hypnosis.
was worried that Brian was going to leave me after he edited the podcast last week of me going, oh. We're still together. It's okay. Okay, so I met at a wedding a photographer, and I was having my supplier meal, and then I was like, oh, I really need some chocolate now to just, because anytime I finish a meal, I'm like, I need some chocolate.
So do I.
It's an issue for me. And she was like, oh, I don't eat chocolate. And I was like, I'd literally kill myself. And she was like, no, I went to a hypnosis to stop liking chocolate. And I was like, absolutely not. And she was like, gave me his details. So I contacted him, and I don't like chocolate.
Have you not eaten any chocolate?
I have not eaten any chocolate since. And I also had, and this is where I want to be sensitive about what I'm saying, but I had a virtual gastric band. Again, guys, I don't actually think I'm fat. I'm not. I'm okay. Don't be worried for me. But my food habits were getting really unhealthy. Like, I would and again, driving so much, I would stop at a services and I wouldn't just buy a Boost bar. I would buy 2 Boost bars, a big bag of chocolate buttons, biscuits, crisps, just utter shit because Brian's not with me, so I can eat whatever I want.
Turk shop, secret eating.
I think it was borderline on secret eating, because I was like, if I'm by myself, I can get whatever, because I wouldn't eat like that in front of Isla either. Like, I eat good meals, but I'm a little fiend for little bingey. So
I feel like this is industry is so tough for that though. Like,
when am I supposed to eat properly
meal and quickly?
Yeah.
And I was doing a shoot with a photographer. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym after this. I was like, what? I was like, you are? And she was like, honestly, she's like, I got into such a bad place
This is
Because
where I have gone.
Once you're done with a wedding, you're like, my feet hurt. I want to lie in bed. I want to binge, and I want to watch Netflix.
But how are they? Well, yeah, but by the time I get home, it's gone 10.
24-hour gyms, mate.
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not doing
So-
that. It's unrealistic.
So have you felt your
This is the appetite has totally changed. So I used to eat. I would eat 2 good meals, as in like proper meals, and then just eat shit in between, or eat nothing all day. I'd do a wedding, and if they didn't feed me, like, okay, fine, I'll just.
It's so easy to go nothing all day, isn't it?
I wouldn't eat anything all day, or I wouldn't drink anything all
anything.
day. So I saw this guy. He was really good, and first we had to go through some trauma bit. This is awkward. And then we did the no chocolate bit. So he like did this stuff where I had to smell some horrible stuff, and it was really weird about the not eating chocolate. And then we did the virtual gastric band bit, which was. I don't know. So I was a bit iffy on it anyway, because I'm a bit like hypnosis. I don't know. But it is like everything is mental. Our brains are thingy and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I watched a TikTok the other day, last night, and he was like, and everyone's like, if you think hypnosis is trash or whatever, like watch this video. And I was like, all right, then. Okay.
Okay.
And it was basically this thing where you have to shut your eyes.
Yeah.
And then he was like saying like, feel all the muscles and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, now try open your eyes. And I legit couldn't open my eyes to the point I was like
Really?
a little bit scared. I was like, fuck, I was like, open my eyes. But yeah, so how are you feeling now?
So I had that done last week, Tuesday. I have not eaten chocolate since. I had, do you know what? And it's not even that. I haven't even wanted to eat chocolate. That's the difference, because and anytime I've told people about this, they're like, oh, I love chocolate. I don't want to never eat it again. But now I just don't want it.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm saying I can't have it. I just don't feel like eating it, which is the weirdest thing ever for me, especially because I used to eat. Honestly, I think it's growing up. Our generation always used to have a yogurt after dinner.
Yeah.
Like some kind of pudding. So now when I finish a savoury meal, I'm like, where's my sweet? Where's my treat?
When I was younger, I would refuse to eat my meal until I had my pudding first.
What?
I know. And my mum was like, I'm a bad mum, but this is the only way to get you to eat.
You're an absolute serial killer.
I know. Weird, isn't it?
Can't go from sweet to savoury.
Oh. In Beth's world, you can.
We'll hear about Beth's world. So yeah, not felt like chocolate. Last night we had my dad and Nan and things round for dinner, and we always play card games and stuff and have some chocolate in the middle. But had chocolate in the middle. I didn't want it.
Really?
I had some yogurt. What the fuck?
New girl.
New girl. And now I just eat my meals, and I don't even think about snacking in between. And the meals that I'm eating are not small portions at all, but like not like normal. Not like me that used to eat a fucking massive bowl of pasta, garlic bread, chips, salad.
Wow, you're. So last night, so when I looked after Isla,
Mate, that kid can eat.
she can eat, and I was going to text you last night, but then I was like, oh no, I forgot to text you or whatever. And M&S, I went food shopping, went to M&S, and they've got like a pasta deal where it's like pick a pasta, pick a sauce, pick a side, and it's like £7 or something like that, and it's like the nice fresh pasta. When I had Isla, I was doing my food shop and took a food shop with me. She loved it.
She loves the food shop.
And I said, pick what you want for dinner. She was like, I want pasta. I was like, okay, blah, blah. And like, it's meant to be for 2 people, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, I gave her like half the portion. And I was like, do you want some more? She's like, yeah. And I was like, well, how much more? She's like, the same again. And I was like, and last night I was eating my pasta and I couldn't finish my portion.
No,
I was like,
she's a growing girl.
kids are like way more
If they're active,
yeah.
Like I was thinking about it the other day. So she does cheerleading 4 hours a week, swimming lessons, and then running around in general life. Like they can eat. So my issue is when it then starts to come into winter and I do less weddings, I'll still eat the same.
Yeah.
But I'm just literally not moving. I'm not going anywhere.
But I also feel like we think we move more on weddings, but we'll also smash up 4 chocolate bars
Oh, 100%.
in between
Yeah.
on a wedding
And a
day.
piece of, so when I'm cutting up the wedding cake, I'm like, one for you, one for me. But like I cut, it's spilling my tea. I cut up the wedding cake on Saturday and I was full because what did we eat? Yeah, they gave us food and I was literally full and I was like, I don't need to eat that. And my brain was like, what the fuck?
It's like triggers, isn't it? It's like I learned that when I was stressed, I'd turn to food. And I'm stressed. Like what we do is a very high stress environment. And I didn't know what else to do but to be like, cupboard.
Yeah. My problem is I eat when I'm stressed. I eat when I'm celebrating. I eat when I'm
hungry.
sad. My biggest one is I eat when I'm bored,
Yeah.
which is why the service station is my biggest issue, is because when I'm driving for 2 hours, I'm bored. I know you can't really be bored when you're driving, but I want to be eating something. And I've been to a service station twice since and literally bought nothing. And I've lost £3 so far.
There we go.
Yeah.
New woman.
I know.
That's what you get for giving hate comments. Georgie's
I
now
know.
gone to
No,
seek
thanks. You
help.
pushed me to. But it would. To be fair, it's not your hate comments. You can carry on hating me. I don't mind. But mine was more just an unhealthy
lifestyle.
Yeah, like brain. It was all brain because mine was all. I know I shouldn't be eating this, like all of this stuff, but I just was like, I'm bored. Fuck it.
What else have you been doing? Anything wedding related?
Oh yeah, sorry. Just lots of weddings. Lots of people. Guys, 2024. I don't know if it's the same for you. Is like booked.
Yeah, I had someone message yesterday on TikTok and was like, I've put a message. I was like, we're fully booked that day, and to the point where like bursting out the scene book. Like I cannot take any. Like I squeezed one more in, and then that was like I can't. I don't know if there's more weddings or if maybe we're just more popular, which is lovely. But it's booked.
Yeah, I'm not
Start
saying
of the year is like a little
yeah.
bit quieter, but as it always is. But it's nice. We don't like to do too much because it's like reset, recharge, refresh stock, get ahead
clean
of all
everything,
the events.
sort yourself out. Yeah,
yeah. Give everyone
Tour
a bit more of a break. Yeah, go on tour. But yeah, 2024 is crazy.
It's just gone mad. I've got more in next year than I've done this year. Bearing in mind that a lot of people book me the year they're getting married because they start to realise that they need a coordinator. Madness, absolute madness. Still trying to grow my team.
Yeah,
still trying to find the right person.
It's got to be perfect. It's a lifestyle choice. This world is a lifestyle choice, and I always say that when I interview people, what we do is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
like,
and you have to fucking love it.
Love it.
And I do. I stand at a wedding and I think I fucking love this job. So you have to find someone that also feels like that and doesn't
fucking love it.
Fucking love this job. Yeah, that's it really. I think. Let me check my calendar.
You've been to some good weddings.
Ryan
booked you a little massage the other day, didn't he? That was nice of him.
Yeah, I didn't even ask.
I know.
That makes me think that he's cheating on me.
You're so toxic.
He literally came in and he was like, "What are you doing next Thursday?" I was like, "Nothing. I booked you a spa."
I feel like you also have to let everybody know that you're in the finals.
Oh yeah,
of the TWIA Awards.
I am in the Wedding Industry Awards.
Yeah.
As best wedding planner.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So if I win regionals, I then go to London, and then see if I win
National.
Worlds,
Nationals. It's a good event.
It is a good event.
Yeah, we done it the last 2. You didn't do it last year. We did it last year, didn't we?
No, I judged last year, and you were in it,
and you were sat by me, and I was like,
and it's horrible,
and I can't wait for this year. And you're
no, it's actually horrible, and I just
it's a really weird thing to the point that year before it was our first year entering, and we
both entered that first year, didn't we? Yeah,
both won. So we won wedding stylist regional.
I won newcomer
regional.
Yeah,
and when like you're at that event, I was like, "Are you excited?" I'm like, no, because I also feel like with awards, if you don't win, it don't look that good.
No, I know, and that's so bad, really, isn't it?
That is. But
I'm actually dreading it.
But it doesn't make Aspire any less or any better. And I also feel like these awards cost a lot of money.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about a subject that I actually got an award. And my marketing manager.
Did Jack give it you?
No. My marketing. Let me find the messages. My marketing manager got an email through. I don't even know who entered me for this. Someone nominated me for it. So long story short, we got an email to say that I'd won an award, Young Businesswoman of the Year awards.
Oh my god, well done!
Which is really exciting.
Yeah.
And I was
Why
like,
don't you sound excited?
Well, here we go on.
Oh, right,
and I was
okay.
like, well, I've actually got a site visit that day. I can't cancel, so I actually can't attend. But it also said that if she doesn't come, she forfeits her award.
That's cheeky.
So it's like you pay £165 plus the fee, and you come to the award and get the award.
But if you don't go, you then don't win.
Yeah. And I was like, I can send someone in her place, but press photos. Either way, the award is forfeited if no one is at the event to come on stage. I hope she can make it.
Do you want me to go for you?
Well, the awards have been.
Oh. Did you win?
No, because I didn't go to the awards.
You're my businesswoman of the year.
Which I think some awards are so flawed. Like you can be this multi-award winning wedding industry. Like awards are great. It's the recognition you need. It depends who the judges are. Like if you've got a good relationship with the judges, then you're always going to be in favour.
Yeah.
Like I think it's really difficult now because you can never do it anonymously. Like you've got to look at someone's social media. You've got to look at their name.
I was a judge for awards, and I'm obviously biased to the people that I have seen.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them and I know their work is good, so they're going to get So you basically, it's clever because you vote on like gold, silver, bronze.
Yeah.
So I guess then if there's enough judges, it cancels that out. But it's not fair for somebody that I just haven't seen them.
Yeah.
But how do you do them fairly?
But then I also
Oh my
feel
God,
like,
should we do some awards?
yeah, I think we, but
How do we do them fairly?
we'd have to figure it out. But I just think like the fact that my award got forfeited because I didn't pay for a ticket. These award ceremonies are expensive.
Yes.
There's booking fees to enter. Every single event you go
Got to
to
get an outfit.
costs money.
Yeah.
And it's also like with what we do, yes, you can have a good online presence. Yes, you've got your clients' reviews. Yes, you've got this. But like as a judge, I'd want to experience and see what you do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd
then
want someone
how?
to come here and be like, let me see it. Let's show the behind the scenes. Like a bit more of substance to, because you can fill in this profile online.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
some
you
people
can
don't
catfish.
take that profile very seriously.
No.
It's the same as when you interview somebody. Somebody's really good in an interview but might not be good at the job. Other people are really bad at interview, but actually you put them in the role and they're great. Yeah. Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I love TWIA.
Yeah.
It's a great industry. Like it's a great get together for everyone.
Yeah.
There's some
It's good networking.
incredibly talented people in it.
Yeah.
The events are awesome.
Yeah.
Like the
I'm
TWIA
just going
award.
as a party. And oh God, I will literally cry if I lose though.
But there are so many people doing awards. It's like you kind of want that just brutal honesty, don't you? Kind of. That's why I feel like we'd be good at them. But yeah,
We should
that's
do
my
some.
goss. I got forfeited my award.
Wow.
I'm still a winner in my eyes.
I'm taking Isla to my awards.
Are you?
Yeah. So that then I won't cry.
Is she even allowed?
Yeah, I did actually check. I just think she's
She's going to be the only kid there.
she's not a kid.
She's a child.
She's not. She'll love it. I just think she's like, I do all these cool things that she never gets to go to, and that she can come to that one. She'll have a great time. What's happening in Beth's world?
We've done some weddings, some really cool weddings. Like autumn is here. Like
Fucking love
the
autumn.
change of season
Yes.
has happened.
Yes.
I'm here for it, loving it. All the browns, all the neutrals, all the oranges.
I'm enjoying these brown glass things.
Yeah, medicine bottles. They're called.
Medicine bottles. I enjoy that.
Vibe. We've got an epic wedding coming on Wednesday.
What? Yes, I'm there.
We've got our gold disco balls going up for the first time.
Yes. I'm excited for this.
Mega.
Are you going?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to be there.
What's happening in your personal world? Are you engaged yet?
No, but I'm looking at Christmas decorations.
It's not Halloween yet.
And I've been told I'm not allowed to do any theme this year
Why?
because we've already got the decorations for the other theme.
What's the other
Colour
theme?
scheme. It was like last year we did like navy blues, blacks, forest green.
Oh, you can't do that again.
No, so this year I want to do like caramel, mocha, brown, woodlandy.
Nice.
Because you know my dining room table's like wood.
Yes. See, we just have the same shit decorations every year.
No, well, we're hosting Christmas.
Are you?
I think we've got 16, 17 of us for Christmas Day.
Who cooks?
So a couple of years, 2 years ago, we did it and did the marquee extension on the house. But obviously, we're in the new house now. But what happens is Jack's nan will cook the turkey. Jack's mum will do. Right, no, Jack's nan.
Everybody brings a bit of
Jack's
stuff.
nan buys the turkey. Jack's mum cooks it because fuck, I ain't being responsible for it at Christmas. Her roasties are just 10/10, so she's going to do that. Jack's nan does cauliflower cheese.
I'm going to have to stop you a second. I don't know how I feel about talking about Christmas right now.
I am here
Yeah,
for
but
it.
I still have to do Halloween. See, you don't have to do Halloween, do you?
No. Well,
No.
I've got sweets. I've
No, but
started my Christmas like food shopping.
No, see,
I think
this
is
is premature.
great tip for wedding. Like you just buy a bit,
Yeah, that is true.
like buy a bit each week, and it doesn't feel like a big spend. But no, I'm here for like the burnt orange bridesmaid
Sorry, we
dress,
are going back.
burnt orange bridesmaid dresses, and
Yeah.
Tim, what else has been? I've got a secret project we're working on. I can't tell you about.
Why the fuck have you said that then?
Just let everyone know.
What is it?
You know.
What is it?
You know.
Do I?
Yeah.
People are going to literally hate. No wonder you get hate.
I don't care. Actually,
I've
loads
got a
of
secret project I can't tell you about.
loads of people have been in my DM saying, "Love Beth, we love Beth, we love Beth." Thank you, hun buns. I feel like a bit of a counsellor at the moment for my clients.
Why?
Because my clients are going through a bit of a shitty time, some of them, with like bridesmaids and just all that
I
crap.
don't think it's at the time. I think everybody who's getting married, unless I reckon you're in the small minority if you don't have an issue when you're planning your wedding.
So I think next week we're going to talk about wedding blues, the emotions, all of that fun stuff that comes with wedding planning.
It's just, if you take... When I did a wedding the other week, and as I was leaving and saying goodbye, she was like... I said, I always like, have you had a nice day? Yeah, it's amazing. I wouldn't recommend it to a friend though. And I was like, what? She was a bit drunk at this point. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, it's amazing and I've really enjoyed my day, but I wouldn't recommend it. I was like,
it's like that CapCut meme where they're like, was it worth it?
yeah.
And it's like, yeah,
if you're strong enough. I did that for when you leave a venue and you see the last bride leaving.
I saw a TikTok, I don't like personalization, which I do like personalization.
You don't like personality.
But I don't like personality shoved in my face. I saw something on TikTok, which I'm going to play in a minute and show you because I freaking love it because it's part of my favorite film. And
what film?
The Parent Trap.
Love that film.
And I just want to show you it all because everyone thinks I'm just this boring, basic bitch that likes good aesthetic.
Nobody says basic. You're a boring bitch.
Boring bougie bitch.
Boring bougie bitch. All in black.
But I just love
Get
this.
it out then. Get it out.
And I do like personality, but it has to be like subtly. Like I don't like it like drowning my face.
I don't think I've ever said to put your personality drowning your face.
Ready?
Yeah.
So they went to lean for a kiss.
Oh. Okay, for people that can't see it, they're doing the Parent Trap. Like handshake.
The one which Hallie does with her butler.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I mean about it.
I love it. Her name's Hannah Perlman. Hannah Perlman?
Perlman.
Perlman.
You all right?
No!
You have a stroke? Perlman.
Did I say that?
Sorry.
It's horrible.
Sorry.
I love it.
Yeah, do you know what? Shall I say it? Do you know what? He's been made to do that.
Yeah, Jack wouldn't do it.
No, exactly.
But when I say I like personality, it's not offensive. It makes sense. Everyone's laughing. They know what it is. Obviously, people know they like the Parent Trap. There might be something behind it. So I'm all here for personality.
Well, we're going to go into that on another episode. So park that
Themes,
thought.
even though you're not allowed a theme at a wedding.
I never said you can't have a theme at a wedding.
I talk about that in that episode. Actually, was what I wanted to talk about. Yeah,
I do bloody love the Parent Trap though.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
My favourite film's Father of the Bride though.
Oh really?
Have you watched it?
No. Sorry. Should we do some DMs?
Yes.
Okay.
Hit me.
I've got a really long one, but I'm going to save that one, I think. So I'm just going to do some kind of like tippy ones and then maybe some juicy ones in there, but just to talk about some bits because I don't think we spoke about some before. Are you ready? Sam?
I'm ready.
Do you want one about someone who's been married? Do you want someone that wants a bit of advice? Like,
Let's go advice first.
Okay, cool. Hi, can I ask a question for the podcast, please? What timing are father and daughter dances normally done?
Oh my God, I literally had a conversation about this morning.
It's not something I thought about doing, but my dad's sending me song ideas, so feel like I should. 2025 bride and loving every bit of planning.
Whoop, whoop.
Emma, I'm so glad you're loving your wedding planning.
How funny. I literally had a conversation about this morning. Yes, let me give you the goss. No, the tea. I don't know what you want. I'll just give you a tip. So
we just want tips.
Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to be cool. Here's how do I explain this? Okay, when you do a first dance, you then join everyone on the dance floor. There's only so long. How long do you want to watch somebody do a first dance for?
Can I just say
what?
Father-daughter dances,
yes,
remind me of like when you stand on your dad's toes and you
think
dance.
that's fucking adorable,
and that's what it reminds me of. Like
that's a good thing, isn't it? Do you not like them? Do you not like a father-daughter dance? It's only because you don't want to dance with your dad. If you liked your dad, you'd have a different story.
Maybe. No, I do like my dad. Like my dad's my dad. Fucking bitch. Trigger.
Sorry. Oh no, Beth's crying.
If any of you watch on YouTube, you probably see how shocked my face was when she said that.
It's true though. That's why you
stop your weasel laugh.
Yeah, but for some people, they'll look at those things and say, "I don't want to do that" because they're not in that position.
Yeah, I also feel like it depends what type of relationship you have with your dad. Like some families are really huggy, aren't they? Like
me and my dad have always danced at stuff.
Yeah,
that sounds weird. For the two things we've ever been to, we danced.
What's the other one?
No, but like I don't know. Where's
the two things that you've danced with your dad at? Whereas some people have amazing relationships. Their dads, like, they dance in the kitchen with their family. Like, they're
I don't
very,
do that. That's a bit weird.
But like, no, people do. I've seen it on Instagram and it's actually really nice.
These are the American families, aren't
But yeah, for me, I find it awkward because it's like, who do you do the dance with first? Like, you do a slow dance and then you want to go into the thing.
Well,
what
Beth,
I like.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, I won't tell you what I like. But
You
go.
tell me what you like.
Because if it's your tip, then you're going to be like, yeah.
Okay. If you're going to tell what I did at my wedding, then yeah.
What did you do?
What are you doing?
I was going to do.
What are you doing with that? Anyway,
Wait, what
back
did
to the
you
tip.
do?
I'm telling you.
Oh, I know what you did, and I don't like your tip.
Oh, get fucked.
Do you want to know
Right.
my tip?
No, I'm literally trying to tell you the tip, and then you can tell me your tip.
Okay.
Right.
I really need
Oh,
to
fuck me. Okay. With any kind of first dance, father-daughter dance, blah, 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 there's a certain amount of time where you want to watch somebody dance for to when it then turns awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to watch the whole dance. I
My
don't want
whole
to see the
body
whole
just
thing.
shivered.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see the whole thing. So there's a period of time where you do it. It gives you enough time to take the photos, gives you enough time to have the moment. So like what I always tell my couples to get past the first chorus at least so that you get enough time to get what you want to get. So if you do a father-daughter dance first and then a first dance or vice versa, it means you've got to do the first one the whole song because you can't get people to join you on the dance floor, kick them off, start the next dance and then join people again. That to me is a bit weird. So you either need to do your father-daughter dance first and do the whole thing or get the band to like cut down a bit or blend it into the next one or whatever, or vice versa. What I think people should do, and this is what I did because it felt better, is that you do your first dance as your first dance, however much of it, and then get everyone to join and then you party. And then on the next band set, you call everyone back to the dance floor, you do the father-daughter dance, join everyone in, and then you're all partying again.
What happens if you're not having a band?
DJ would probably work for that as well. I would do it like after the food bit.
Yeah.
Whenever band set
Lull.
2 would be.
Yeah.
Just because it makes everybody come back to the dance floor and energize everybody. It works best when there's a band because they called us over, did that one. And then before their third set, they called over all the Hindu girls and did Waka Waka.
Waka waka, eh. I was on holiday and that was playing and I was like, listen to this song,
It
didn't
was
I?
so good. I love that song. It gives me vibes.
I always feel like hen do and stag do like regrouping
Yes.
is really good. It just gets everyone back together.
Yeah, I think probably more the girls than the boys. I don't know if the boys have a song from there.
They did like a whiskey thing though, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. The boys went and did their own
Yeah.
thing. But that's my opinion on the dances. What would be your tip?
I think I would do the two, like a song merge into the other one. Like it's like the dad then gives you.
So would you do dad first?
Yeah. Dad then gives you
Away.
essentially to
Yeah.
your partner, because what I've seen before, which is freaking awkward, is when you're doing like your song, like you and your partner's song,
Yeah.
and you're dancing with your dad to it, and it's like, I love
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You've got to it's got to be appropriate song.
yeah. I'm trying to think of a really inappropriate song.
My neck.
My
My back.
back.
Don't sing the rest of that. What was mine? I loved her first. Heartland.
Like it's got to make sense.
Yeah. Gotta make sense.
It's got to make sense that, and I think the blend is nice because it's like, then it's like what, 3 minutes tops,
Yeah.
1 minute and a half each.
And I do think you then join everyone in.
Party.
But I also recommended to my couple that I spoke to this morning that during that father-daughter dance, before they call everyone on, the groom should dance with his dad. No, sorry. What? I said that wrong. The groom should dance with his mum.
Really?
Only because, like, imagine what that's like for a mum. Imagine what that would feel like. Because the mums do get proper left out.
I think that's bad advice. I think that's
Totally fucking disagree.
freaking awkward.
So the dad and daughter are dancing.
Yeah.
And then the groom brings his mum on to then join
Well, what
just
happens to
before
his
everybody
dad?
else.
He gets left out then.
Well, then the bride then dances
And the
with his dad
bride's mum gets
after.
left out.
Fuck you, Beth. Brian danced with Isla.
No,
So
that
it was a
was
proper father-daughter dance. It
That
well
was a good point that I made. Everyone's
What?
left out. I think father-daughter, you're
cute.
overcomplicating.
Yeah, but
and then everyone will just
groom,
join.
a mum and a groom.
No.
Well, when everybody joins, I think the groom should get his mum. That is my opinion on it. Because he's not dancing with anyone.
No.
Yeah. Stand by that.
Not happening.
Stand by that.
Vile.
You're vile. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't want Jack to get your mum for a dance? It'd be fucking beautiful.
My
You'd cry.
mum.
No,
You
his
said
mum.
their
His
mum.
mum. His mum. His mum.
No.
Why?
No,
She
not.
doesn't get to do anything.
Sorry, that's not tradition, hun.
I bet it is tradition for the groom to dance with the mum.
Don't frown at me. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, next
Moving on.
bitches for a bride.
Okay. Hi, ladies. Love the podcast so much. Thanks for all your amazing tips. Just getting in touch as I think I've majorly messed up recently and wondered if you could give me some advice. I'm getting married in November and I've been watching loads of programs recently about women finding their wedding dresses, say yes to the dress, etc. The episode I was watching the other day had a woman buying a dress incredibly similar to the one I'll be wearing for the big day, and I asked my fiance's opinion. He said he hated it. Hated the long sleeves and the lace. Both of my dresses have this. I am not the most confident of people in terms of my appearance anyway, and this has sent me into a tailspin. All I can think of is the thought of him being disappointed when he sees me walk down the aisle. What would you do in my situation?
Brian, what was my dress like?
That's rough.
What was my dress like? Describe my dress. No. Describe my evening dress, actually. Yeah, my point is they haven't got a clue.
I also think a dress will look different on you than it does on, say, yes to the dress.
Yeah.
It might be, like, I think once your hair's done, your makeup's done, it's you. They're going to love you for you. Like, they're not even going to be like, oh.
He's literally on his phone right now probably having a look because he hasn't got... there is no way that they look
Brian
and think...
just knows your batty look good.
That was a daytime dress though. You couldn't see the back of me. Do you actually remember my evening dress or not?
Brian's smirking as well. He knew the titties looked good and the butt looked good. He was like, oh yeah, baby.
Girl.
Even Jack. we were sat, I don't know if I told you this. I think it was... We were sat, wait, let me compose myself. We were sat with Hetty and her partner, and Hetty was like, God, Georgie's tits look good, don't they?
Oh, I think you
and then both the boys were like,
what tits?
And then they were like, and you definitely knew they were looking. We were like, you can say her tits looked good. Like they were like little schoolboys. Like,
my point I'm making, naming and shaming Brian, is that I just don't think you look at someone and think, I don't like lace.
Yeah.
You look at them and go, they look incredible.
I also think, sorry, Cooper's in the frame now.
Hi, Cooper.
I also think that when you go dress shopping, you're so set on one that you think you like, you actually will go for a different one. It's because you've seen that probably style on someone and it didn't look as good. Like
Yeah.
It like different dresses look different on different bodies, different heights, different hair. Like
he probably just didn't like it on this person that you were watching the show. And if you asked him
also,
6 months later,
you've got 2 weeks.
Oh shit. Oh, honestly, please don't. I can see why she'd be worrying about it, but don't stress.
I wouldn't ask those questions either. Future advice from anybody.
I did a wedding where the bride had the same dress on as me, and Brian was at the wedding, and I said to him, like, what do you think she looks like? He's like, yeah, she looks nice. I was like, fuck. Another bitch from a bride, please.
So I've got a long bitches from a bride.
Hit me.
And it's actually from somebody who's been married.
Okay.
And she just wants just some clarity, I think. And this will go on really nicely to like next week, you know, like the wedding blues, things that went wrong or whatever. So, hey, this is going to be a long one. We had our wedding a couple of weeks ago. We had our wedding a couple of weeks ago. Best day of our lives. As far as I was aware, everything was perfect on the day. Great. Your suppliers,
cool.
everybody around you did a great job. To give you some background context, my dad and I don't have the best relationship. I've been let down a lot by him, and I've been going to therapy, etc. Anyway, I decided that I wanted to walk down the aisle by myself, and I wanted to do a speech. I spoke to my parents about this and decided that they would walk down the aisle together to their wedding song instead of my dad walking me down the aisle.
That's adorable.
Which I think is a great idea.
Nice compromise.
Yeah. My personal reason for this was that I didn't want anything to feel false on my wedding day, nor forced. And I knew that my dad giving me away and him doing a speech would just not feel right.
Agreed.
So when I spoke to my dad about this, I didn't go into why so that it didn't hurt his feelings and cause drama before the wedding. And he was fine about it and said that I'm doing it my way and that's fine. Great. Fast forward to the wedding day. He told anyone that would listen that I banned him from doing a speech and banned him from walking me down the aisle. And I actually had family coming up to me questioning me at the end of the night about it. Also, my mum caught my dad putting out scratch cards on everyone's place names before the ceremony, before anyone had seen the breakfast room, and they had an argument over it and she made my dad take the scratch cards off. I just feel like he's been totally disrespectful. He's not paid a penny or offered to, which is fine, but then he's portraying to others that he has when he hasn't. So it makes my decision look bad on him. He had a decision to go with, but he had a decision to just go with the flow and enjoy the day, but decided to make it about him. I've only found out about this after. I've not approached him about it, and I've not even spoke to him after at all. And the wedding was 3 weeks ago. He's not spoke to me either. I just feel totally let down, and I didn't even give him any jobs for the day to let me down on, but he still did.
Yeah. Oh.
I just don't know how to approach the whole thing because the person I am, I know I'm going to feel guilty to bring it up. He had plenty of opportunities during the lead up to speak to me about it and didn't. Anyway, I'll move on to the things that she said, top 10 that she would recommend from her wedding day. Give me your opinion on that dad situation.
So first thing I want to say is I don't think him putting scratch cards on the things is malicious.
Mm-hmm.
I had a wedding the other day where I had to go and speak to the bride because I was setting up the room, so she'd given me all her stuff, and a family member had come and put this confetti on the tables, and it was sweet. Like, this is the problem, it was little hearts that were cut out with their initial, like, their name on, but it was red and that wasn't the colour of the wedding. So I know, so I just went over to her like nicely in private, and I was like, if somebody had put something on your tables that wasn't what you gave me, would you be affected? Because some people, like, I would care. It would annoy
I'd be
me.
like, take it off.
And I think people would, like, but she was like, no, I saw it when they went in for their interview for the registrar. She's like, no, it's fine. Like, just leave it. And I was like, no, like, if you want me to get rid of it, I will absolutely get rid of it. But so she chose to let it happen. But I know that the people that put it on the table, it was not malicious. It was them being sweet and trying to do something cute and helpful for the couple, but just don't appreciate, like, I think the older generation, weddings have changed a lot, like, so much. So I think him putting scratch cards on was meant to be a sweet thing.
Yeah.
And I get the whole making it about them, but I think sometimes when people are trying to make it about themselves, what they're actually trying to do is make you feel special, but from something they've done, so that you would go home and be like, oh my God, the best part was the scratch cards, and that was my dad.
I find it difficult because if she's had a tough relationship with him, in some way, is it like he wants the recognition because he's not had
but
that?
how do you, if you've had that tough relationship, what could he have done that would have been special?
Just do what he was told.
I know, but what if you're trying to be better?
A wedding gift on the morning that was more sentimental.
I know, but
I
Dad's
think
in it.
let the dust settle. You're not. Like,
I don't think I'd bring it up.
just let it.
What are you actually arguing about?
Yeah.
Like, about him saying that he wanted to do the stuff. You can't be annoyed that he wanted to do a speech and you didn't let him.
I'd be
But
annoyed.
I'd be annoyed that he told people. He shouldn't have done
he
that.
shouldn't have told people to the point they were questioning you on the night of the wedding. That's low. Anyway, do you want to hear the good stuff?
Yeah.
Top things that we did at our wedding that I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Sweetheart table. People approached us to chat during the wedding breakfast and we really loved it. We got to speak to so many guests whilst we still ate our food.
Nice.
And it made the night better because we weren't stuck chatting to people all night.
Cool.
We made a wedding magazine.
Love it.
We did bridal party grand entrance and it was so much fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Walking myself down the aisle was empowering and it felt like a really special moment.
I thought she walked down with her parents.
No, fucking listen. Listen, Linda, listen.
But she walked into their song.
No, they walked down together to their song and then she went.
Oh, that's cuter.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Carry on.
Walking down the aisle was empowering and I think a lot of people need to hear that.
Yes.
Like, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
There were so much more, but that was just the best day ever. Love the podcast, getting me through the wedding blues. So she's got a little video. I love her, like, bridal entrance, bridesmaid entrance. She had like the bridesmaids photos on a little magazine.
Cute.
And it was in colour.
Love that. Yeah, nice.
I'm here for the colour magazines. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I like it. I'm on board.
It's a bit more modern, isn't
Yeah,
it?
do you like it?
My video won't load.
Oh.
But I assume it will be a good video.
I don't know how I feel about the entrances.
What?
I know.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
I think it's got to be the right people in the right wedding. Maybe that's what I'm picturing. Because if you picture it for every wedding, some of them would be fucking awful. Just because that's not the
Type of people they are.
It wouldn't go down well. Like, I don't even think ours wouldn't have gone down right. My bridesmaids wouldn't have danced in.
But you didn't have a lot of bridesmaids.
No, that's what I mean. And you couldn't have paired. So I just don't. I hate the American ones where they all jump on their back and like do a different thing. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Like, and when they like try and lift them up and they obviously fall, like they drop them. That gives me an ick. That does. I don't mind if they're walking in like woo. Like, I've done a few this year where they've done a cool entrance.
I like the bridal party doing it because it gets the energy up for when you walk in.
Yes, but
Flicking your finger
because I don't want it too hype, and then the song stops, and you're like, okay.
no, part of the same song. They come in first, they
but
bring
then
the energy,
song,
and then they
like,
go.
If you hype people up so much, sometimes it's then a bit like,
We agree to disagree.
just know your people, know the people.
Anyway, so I want your top 3 tips on how to prepare for a father-daughter dance.
Oh, okay. Tip number 1.
Practice.
No. Well, yeah. No, I didn't practice with my dad. I think it's probably more natural not to practice with your dad.
Yeah, you don't
I
have
wouldn't recommend practicing.
You don't have to do any of these spins or these
No.
twirls.
I think it should be more natural.
organic.
Yeah. So tip 1, don't practice. Just enjoy that moment and think of it for what it is. Tip number 2 would be to discuss with your dad the song and the music, because I think you both want to be feeling the same thing.
Sentimental.
Yeah, I've sent this song to my dad for the last 10 years to be like, this is what we dance to at my wedding. And tip number 3 is just figuring out at what point in the day it's happening, making sure your dad knows. Because I think sometimes people forget that, like we just said, the older generation, weddings are different.
Remember when you did the wedding and the dad changed the shirt?
Oh, God, yeah. But he didn't know about it, did he? Bless him. That was funny.
So do you think surprise or not surprise?
I liked the surprise, though. I think,
Yeah.
again, it works nicely, but I liked my dad knowing that we were going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because if not, he would have been like, when are we doing the father-daughter dance? And I think either way, naturally, they normally happen anyway.
Yeah.
Just depends if you want it to be a moment or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they would be my kind of 3 main tips. But I think the conversation about it and like trying to pick a song together is the point,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like that's the moment.
Yeah. It's nice to involve them in
Yeah,
it.
I really enjoyed my father-daughter dance. And it was like fun. We just, there was no pressure on it. And because it was later in the night, it was a lot more chilled.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to do a super formal, everybody was watching, but like in a nice way.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Highly recommend.
Nice. Next week, wedding blues.
Oh, we need to do some research on this. We've asked you guys though, so hopefully we've got some great tips.
We got some
We
great
can just talk about
tips.
it. We'll see what we come up with.
Perfect.
Okay. See you all next week, guys.
See you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.